Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 408. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that I've been doing these more vintage looking penny rolls, like the red one there, and even to some extent the penny one. Those ones are not very common either. So what I did was I looked for the newest looking penny roll to grab out of um, my penny roll supply over here to the right on the desk. And this is what I came out with. This looks about as new as a penny roll as you can find. Very similar to the ones, if you go to the bank, I've noticed, I don't know how long this practice has been going on. Maybe it's been going on forever, but I just never noticed it. But they have like a little jar and they keep penny wrappers in the jar the on the bar where the desk is, where the teller is, and this is more or less what you get today. This is like what new penny wrappers look like. So let's see what we got. That's a nice end. Very, very nice wrapping. Whoever did this is like a professionally wrapped penny roll. Very nice. I wonder, it does seem a little full. Let's compare it. See, if you lean it, of course it's going to go down. So you have to keep it straight. I think there's one extra penny in here. You can feel after a while, you can feel one extra penny. First of all, it's going to be up by like that much on one end, just a drop, but it'll change how the penny. I know this is like, what the hell are you talking about? Dude, you talking about how pennies are being wrapped seriously? I know. This is what happens. Okay, but we got a lot of copper here, and that's what we want. That's what we want. I don't know about a lot of copper. I take that back. We have to have some copper in here. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's copper right here. That's a copper penny. And the reason I look for at least a couple coppers is because I want to at least hedge my bet that this is not a pre-search penny roll. Most likely, most people will not leave copper in a search penny roll. All right. Well, I'm relatively sure that's copper. All right. Let's just look at one. Okay. All right. Why does it matter? In case anybody asks, it matters for several reasons. One, I saved the copper. So if there's nothing else in a penny roll, at least I'll get a few copper out of it. All right, we got a copper. Let me put the mat up on the only reason I use the mat, I received a lot of people. I know the mat is not. I like to make a mat, to be honest with you. I'd probably change some of this. Obviously, not the key dates or semi-key dates, but the maybe I would. Maybe down the middle, I would put down like lower mintage, non-key dates. For example, like I think it's the 68S, right? It's the lowest mintage non-proof. There are certain things I would put on a mat that aren't here. And then, of course, there are other things. Hey, but the thing that I can't remember for some reason is when the double ear is there. And it's funny that the place you're usually going to find a double ear is on the bottom of the ear. And this appears to have it. Get the pen. Let me get my little pointer. This appears to have it right there. Now, the place you really want it, I could show you a picture because why is it so bright? The place where you would usually, where you really want it is the, I've seen it right here where it has a double ear. You see like another second ear behind it. But on the bottom, like this is showing right there, you can see the extra earlobe. So it's weak, but it is visible. Why does this look so? I have to get a little closer. Okay. Oh, another copper. Oh, 1980. It's a dirty 80. Just looking at these little lines here. Yeah, this might be one that's good for cleaning. Let's see. (2016). We'll put this down as our newest. Another 84. You see, if you see on the bottom here of the 80 of this 84, that there's like a line going into his the back of his jawline under the ear. Right here's the jaw, and then there's a little line right there. Right, this one has, if I'm correct. Why did I? This is the one I thought had the double ear. Yeah, for some reason you can see it on upside down. I think it's because the way. See that? Now let's turn this one upside down. See if we see the double ear here. Almost looks like you can see here also, but it looks different. Anyway, maybe I'll have to do a little bit of a deeper dive into what constitutes a double ear. If we find another cleaner 1984, right, 2004. No, we have a 2016, and I can look into it a bit. 2000. See, for some reason, right? Anyway, I always think that this color here is like lithium grease. Not a wide AM. But he goes, it's on this one too. Oh, it's another 2000. That's odd. Not a wide AM. (2013). Hmm. (83). I wonder if I looked at enough pennies to that I would be able to recognize right away. Like, let's say if a coin was made out of copper if a zinc coin was made out of copper instead of zinc, I wonder if I've looked at enough pennies that I'd be like, no, something's wrong here, man. 2012 D. You know what I'm saying? See, the other reason, it's not that I don't like zinc cents. Um, I do short videos, and I try to do as many as possible on a daily basis because I get a lot of views. It's just one of those things, you know, my channel does well on short videos. You know, so it's just one of those weird things, man, you know, that's like, okay, I'm just going with it. You know what I mean? You want them, I'm going to give it to you. And oh, that 8, you can see it from this distance. I don't know if that's just a hit mark. You know, that damage. How about the D? All right, I have to look at that through the loop, I guess. Let's look at the rest of the elements. Nope, but it's our third copper. Our third or fourth? Third. Hmm. It just seems like there's just a lot more errors on copper pennies than there are on zinc pennies. I'm not saying that that's definitely true. The fact I never looked into it, you know, just from, you know, like doing this on a daily basis. That's what I've noticed. And I like doing shorts on a daily basis. Hmm. We did that longer video. What was it called? Second Strike or something like that, where you get these little marks similar to that on the rim. Forgot what it was called. I just did it yesterday. I can't remember. Hold on. It's called Second Strike Design Rim, and it's funny that, check it out. I'm looking at this and I'm going, oh, that looks like it, but usually there's stuff next to it, and what do you know? There goes another mark right there. I saw more. Right there. Right there and there. Now, usually it's on a what's that called? That's what I'm looking for. A misaligned die. And this is not a misaligned die. So I'm not exactly sure. And usually it's on the obverse. Huh. Also not misaligned, right? No. So on the reverse, it kind of looks like that, where there's these little straight lines that look like it came from a second strike. Little dents and grooves and shapes. But I can't tell. And I don't see the misaligned die, which it appears to be that's um, a key element component in the um, second strike design rim, something like that. No, what's going on there? Oh, scraped. The whole rim is scraped. Just about. 69. It's got the floating roof kind of and the weak FG. All right. Two 2015. What's that? 2016. Ah, very hardly ever see on the reverse of a shield the bumpy surface, bumpy clad on the surface on the obverse you might find it, but on the reverse, oh, it's pretty. All right. You still find pretty pennies even with the shields. It's like a new penny, right? No, 2015, 10 years old. It's the shiniest one so far. You know, if I could do the penny rolls quicker, then maybe I would have done 2 penny rolls. But just takes a certain amount of time. No white AM. To thoroughly check a coin takes a little while. Another 2000. No white AM. Found a lot of 2000s or 98s. We found 198. We found a few 2000s. I don't know what happened here. Fire. 99. 99. That's the year. If you find the 99 is expensive. If you find the white AM on the 99. Maybe I'll, whenever I want to do a thumbnail, I was just thinking of something. It just came to my mind. Look at that. You see that? It has the ridge ring, but then it curves up for some unexplained reason right there. Hmm. Um, and it takes a certain amount of time to do that. And if there is a coin that I like right now, right? We're at minute 20. I'm not going to stop to write it down. Oh, I want to do that coin. First of all, I might find a coin later on that I want to do more, that I want to use more as the thumbnail. Almost looks like a satin. Satin strike? Is that a strike? Is it a strike? The satin? I wonder what, I never thought about that before. What makes a satin coin a satin coin? Satin finish, right? It's finish. It's finish. The satin finish. I've never thought about that. What makes it? Why does it appear that way? I'm kind of assuming. Is that a hair? Yep. Kind of assuming that it's on the working dies. Is that a 17? No, it's a 07. So getting back to the thumbnails. So I think what I'm going to do, since again, most people are not hanging around to the end, is that at the end of the video, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're here, you get extra content, you know, it's not a big deal. I will find the penny I want to use for the thumbnail, and it has to be a little bit further away, right? The thumbnail has to be a little further so I can manipulate have the space around it to manipulate the picture. And I'll just do it at the end, you know, so I could just go to the end of the video from now on and find the coin at the end, right? And I don't disturb, because like I think the last video, I wound up doing this like in the middle of the video, holding the penny there for like 30 seconds. And I don't want to do that anymore because I think that's disturbing to the flow of the video. Oh, wow. The hole is so high above the zinc that's rotted out, you can see a shadow. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then the other side's clean. Weird. That's odd. Must have been lying down or something. Light strike. Is that common? What year is this? In 89? I don't think so. I think this is a light strike. Look how flat all the letters are and numbers, except for a very few. The only question is that are even these how the 89 is supposed to look? So you got the flared FG, right? Yeah, you can see that far away. See the serif going up and down. So there is no line on the 89 FG like I thought. There's no crosslet. I made that error saying that in the past, that there's a crosslet and there's not. there is like a little bit of a bulge at the top of the line, and there is an obvious serif at the bottom. That's the G that you want to see on the 88, and then it's worth a few bucks. But the as far as the letters go on this, maybe that's closer to how they're supposed to look. That obviously is not. So only question is, is it a light strike, or is it a grease strike, or is it something else? Like, to me, this looks like a grease strike, but everything looks flat. Even the everything. Look at the Eplurius. That could be grease. But everything looks really flat to me. The motto, date. I'd have to look that up. What constitutes a light strike? I thought it meant like weaker and flatter letters, but I could be wrong. So, as the channel gets more and more popular, right, we get more and more subscribers. 17. So first 17, right? All right, so we can get rid of the 16. And we got a 17. I have to look at it first. I didn't even look at it. All right, sorry about that. More and more people say, "Hey, can you give me your opinion about this coin?" And that's been going on for a while. I mean, honestly, almost since day one. For whatever reason, the channel used to get more subscribers when I first started the channel than now. Maybe because it was new. I don't know. Hopefully, it's nothing that I've done. If anything, I've tried to make the channel better and better and better. Maybe it just gets narrower as as time goes on. But irregardless, people have always asked me, just like Bobby, "Hey, can you tell me something about your coin?" And for those of you, see, 97, is it the 97? I think it's the 97. Let's turn it upside down, see if we see that on the ear. Yeah, you don't see the little line there, right? Let me look at the penny mat. Yeah, it's the 97. That's the one we found before. The 97 and the 84. And you can tell right here that the earlobe does not have a second earlobe. Maybe I'll just keep that to the side. I don't know where the other one is. I have to look for it. Or was it an 84? It was an 84. That's why. Two different pennies. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, it's a 97. I don't know what to tell you. So that's why I put in the description, send a super chat. I was typing it out before, and it got a little laborious. Look how strong or bold the D looks. Then look how light everything else looks. Let me look at this off camera. Well, it doesn't appear to have a repunch. Does not appear to have a repunch mint mark. Just that the something about the Lincoln that just looks like polished or something. Let me see. Make sure it doesn't have a rotated die. Like you can see on the reverse how bold the letters are. Then all of a sudden it's weak here, right? That's because of the grease. This is just, I guess, the machining of in the 70s or wherever, that people just put grease here for some reason. This is typically where you'll find the grease strike, the light letters. In this case, even the D is light. But the Lincoln, you can almost, you know, and I don't think it's because of the dirt. Anyway, interesting. All right. Looks like we got our how we got 9 pennies for videos is beyond me. What year is this? Here goes another 89. You know, it's funny. I was looking at this and I was looking at the letters and I was like, this looks flat like the other one. And we can compare the two now. Because I was saying that it looked like a light strike. And I looked at this and I was like, maybe that's just the way they are. These are both 89s. Well, except for that C, the E. How about the top? No, that doesn't look light. It does here. Oh yeah, that big difference. And on the zinc sense, you'll find it up here by the O, by the of, the grease. And then let's turn it around. Look at the other side. What did I think was light? Flat. Oh yeah. So no, definitely flat on the date, not flat on the bottom one. Only thing we have to check is the FG. Oh no. I'm sorry. That's the 88, not the 89. Look at the columns on the stairs. Yeah, they both have that look to it, like they're flatter. The columns here, though. Anyway, you can just see that everything's flatter on this one. So it probably is a light strike. But at least we have something to compare it to. Now we got the other 89. All we need is one more coin, and we got our 10 shorts. I might have to pick one of these. It'd probably be this one's like the nicest one we found today. Oh, is this a copper? Oh, that's a beautiful copper. Maybe we'll use this just as the nicest copper we found today. This will be number 10. So we did find some copper today. We got that 75D we just looked at. All right. So, and the 2017 was the newest penny. So that's kind of cool. And we got 2 more pennies to go through. And that one, the last one will be copper also. I think that gets us around 5 or 6 coppers, which is 10 or 12%. It's just, is it? Just lines, right? Let's look at the reverse if we see anything. What year is this? 2005. Yeah, some years just got really flat looking letters, I guess. Okay, last but not least, this one, right? Was the other D we had also a 71? No, I think it was a 75. Yeah, it was a 75. And then here we have a 71. Let's give this a good look over. Look at the T. Let's go a little closer. That T is pretty cool looking. And look at the bottom of the T and the top. So the bottom has the notch in it, and the top is spread out to the towards the rim, like butter. If this was on every one of these letters in the motto, that would be something. If every letter had this look to it, That would be something, but it's only on the last T that I'm seeing that. I don't see it on the Liberty. I don't see it on the date. I don't see it on the Lincoln. And how about the reverse? No. Only on the T right here. And let me tell you, that is a cool looking T. I don't think it's cool enough to make this a valuable coin, though. And the other letters, for the most part, do not have that spreading. It's just that one letter at the top is like mushed in, and the bottom is something's going on there. I don't even know what that's called, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if that's what's known as a notch. I could look it up. I know Eric probably knows, because it's a term that Copper Coins uses a lot. And Eric is our oldest member, and he's really familiar with these types of double dies. He might know, or might look it up and let us know. And it's funny, right? It looks like there's a little line that goes past it. All right. So we got, what do we got here? Let me see. We got 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we got 8, 9. 8, 9? 9. No, 8. So we got 16% copper. That's good. I'm surprised. Didn't look like that much. All right. This is going to be our, I don't know. You know, I haven't done a shield in so long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that is going to be our nicest copper. I haven't done a shield in so long. I thought some of those, we found some really nice looking shields today. Let's do it. Let's do a shield thumbnail. Here goes another nice one. Also shield, yeah. Which one of these shields are we going to pick? If we had to pick one of these 3 shields for the thumbnail, which one would it be? Oh, they're all nice. I'm leaning towards the one on the right. I just like that's a little darker. What year is it? 17 is the newest one we got. That's funny. I think that's the only 17 we found. It's the one I picked. Or do I want to do? No, I want to do the shield. All right. So okay. So this is the other thing I like doing too, is putting. Then I have a background of pennies. And the only reason I'm doing it now is that most people have checked out. So anybody who's still here, you're just getting extra content, you know, because I don't think anybody really cares, to be honest with you. All right. So now we got that as our background. Let's get a little closer to the point where you can't see that anymore. And now we have our, how if we hit it with the light? Yeah. There we go. Very nice. Oh, I could even take the picture. I forgot there's the little camera thing. Boop. Did you see that? I'll do it again. Boop. Oh. That would be crazy if that makes the thumbnail. And oh my. See, this is, and I've done it before for whatever reason, and it really didn't compute, but I don't even have to look through my videos anymore. I could just go, boop. Now there's 3 pictures. All right. Just a little idiosyncrasies that you get to see at the end of the video. Please click like and subscribe, which I'm supposed to say at the beginning of the video, not the end of the video, because nobody's here anymore. God bless. Episode, what do we say? 40. I want to say 408. Yeah, episode 408. I put the episode number so small in the previous episode. It's hard to see even on the big screen. All right. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.